Okay, Coach Erisman, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'll tell you what. I'd be a lot better if I had a Little Rock wrestling hoodie. Let me pan down here real quick. I'll be a lot better when I get one of those in the mail next week. Hopefully.
Coming soon.
Do you like that shameless just like come after you for gear right on camera, man?
I love it. I love it.
Okay, so let's talk Little Rock, man.
Yeah.
This has moved quick. In the last 6 months have been a whirlwind, right?
Yeah.
And life's changed a lot. You go from the South to the deeper South.
Yep.
Right? You go from North Carolina, Chapel Hill, to now you're at Little Rock head coach. We've added another D1 program. I mean, we're just on such a positive upswing, man. And the social media campaign, and you're adding people, and the program's really gaining momentum. How has the last 6 months been for you, Coach?
Well, it's been a huge transition. 6 months ago, I wasn't even, I didn't even think about, being in Little Rock, or, at the time I didn't have an option to be a head coach. So that was a whirlwind in itself. That was just a process of trying to, figure out if this was the place for us, and then trying to get my foot in the door, and then get an interview and getting the job, and moving my family from Chapel Hill to Little Rock, and that whole process in itself was a huge transition. And then you got the transition of, all right, well, we got a brand new program, now we need 24 guys by next fall. So just hitting the road, hitting the pavement, trying to beat down doors and find kids that are interested in doing something new for the first time, and being the first national champion, first All-American. And it's been a great response. Just really rolling in recruiting right now.
That's not easy, what you just said. That's really hard to do, to make something, to conjure something up from thin air, and build this program and this attitude and this climate and culture. It's really hard to do, but you got guys, and I love what you're doing on social media, rocked up, right? That that every time you sign a guy, we got more people rocked up.
Yeah.
And, playing off the Little Rock thing. And I talked to Drew Headley last week. They do Pittsburgh does Pittsburgh, right? How important is that, and making people feel belong? They matter, right? And promoting the program. What's that been like for you in the learning curve?
Well, it's important to kind of have your own identity, your own brand. Like, Rocked Up goes much further than just a saying or a word. It's about believing in being the first. It's about believing in being different and being able to be the best all at the same place, and being a pioneer in our sport. Our university was a pioneer. Now you get to be a pioneer, and that's really what Rocked Up is about. It's like it's about a belief system of who we are and what we want to do. Getting it kicked off, everybody's interested in being the first, but it's those who are standing on the ledge that are saying, am I going to jump, or am I going to go a different direction? And I got a lot of kids that go a different direction, but the ones that are interested, not only are they great kids, but they can wrestle at a high level and win at a high level, and they believe in what we're doing. And so to me, that's dangerous. You take someone who believes and can wrestle, that's pretty cool.
Getting guys in the rocked up Little Rock squirrel suit to jump off the cliff, right?
Exactly.
I mean, right? Yeah. That's what you just said, essentially. That leap of faith.
Yeah.
How hard is that, and how do you sell that, man? How do you go into a living room and you're gonna be the first? We're gonna do it. You got this positive belief. You're already promoting it. You're scrapping every day. I love everything I see out of you on social media, but what's that like, going in and selling that to a family?
Well, the first thing you got to do is get them there, because people think Arkansas and they think, well, maybe it's hillbillies and banjos and this and that, and they
Walmart, right?
Or all Walmarts,
yeah.
Right? But it's about getting them there and showing them that this is a community. This is a metropolitan city. We got the Arkansas River runs right through Little Rock, so you got a whole Little Rock, you got a whole downtown, you got West Little Rock, which is super nice, and then you got the campus, which is a community. It's a small niche community of people that are all on the same page. They all have the same goal, and they all got each other's back. So I think people get there and they feel a sense of family, they feel a sense of community, and then it's about there's really three options that you can have going to a school. You can be the best, you can be the different, or you can be the first. And at Little Rock, you can be all three, right? You can do something different and be the first, and you can be the best that there was at Little Rock. So I think that's intriguing to people, and then it's just about saying, hey, listen, here's the results that I've had at the places that I've been, and I've seen you wrestle. I know that you're capable. You're going to have to earn that. You're going to compete when you come to Little Rock. You're not just going to be the man. You're going to have to compete in your weight and around your weight. We're going to surround you with greatness. And so there's a lot of things to talk about. I don't think they're selling points. They're belief points. This is what we're going to do, and it's going to take you buying into that. And so that's really where it starts, is getting them there and showing them it's a community and getting them to believe.
Not feeling like you're selling a used car. Belief points as opposed to selling points. I like that.
Yeah,
That's awesome, because that's what it's become to a lot of coaches, man. It's like, I got to sell this, I got to sell this.
Yeah.
And they are, they have to a degree. That's the job. We understand that. But, like, being passionate about it, how important is that to you?
Well, the big thing that I always lead with is our value system. I mean, this is who we are. This is what we believe. We're going to focus on the foundation we live our life on. We're going to focus on the things that we can control. We're going to have good relationships and fight with each other and have each other's backs. And so, a lot of times I just lead with who we are, because it's not about us. It's not about me. It's about you. It's about what you want to do. And you have to believe in who we are and what we're doing, or we're not going to be a good fit anyway. So for me, I just lead with who we are and what we believe. And if it resonates with the kid, your skill level, it's going to change, right, when you get to the college level. But you got to believe in what we're doing first. So, you got to believe in who we are and the value system we have. So I just plant my flag in the ground and say, this is who we are, and people run away and people run towards, and I want the people that run towards us. So.
Okay, as far as administration support, obviously you're getting it.
Yeah.
You added a program.
Yeah.
But assistant coaches, when are we going to start seeing that type of stuff roll out? Dude, I'm hooked. I don't know if you noticed. I was hooked before they hired you, right?
Yeah.
I was like, this is intriguing.
Yeah.
Obviously Mark Cody, he's in a similar venture as you, right? He's starting from scratch.
Yeah.
When do we start seeing the assistant coaches, and where does that support go from there?
So the support is phenomenal, and I think it's unmatched. Very rarely does your chancellor is he the one leading the charge. Our chancellor jumped on board with wrestling probably in January, February, and our AD was right there with him. And so when you got the two guys that are kind of leading campus, that are leading the charge for the wrestling program, it just shows you the support we have. It was their idea. It was their, when they got Mr. Hatcher, Mr. Hatcher came in and said, this is what I want to do. And they're like, we're on board, let's do it. And so, they put a plan together, and part of that plan was to have a coach until next April. And then I get to hire assistant coaches.
So April's long. April.
Sorry.
No. I love it. I love the support answer. There's no question. Like, April's when because I'm not the only person. You kind of been getting hounded a little bit, actually. Like, when are we going to see assistants?
Yeah.
When are we going to release the recruiting class, right? Like, that's good that there's excitement around it that, right?
I think there's some suspense to it because people want to know what's going on. Are we competing this year? Are we not? We don't compete till next fall. Our first season's 1920. We get an assistant in April, and there's just always going to be these new things with us. It's just going to be a little bit of you're going to continue to see us grow. We're going to grow our roster. We break ground on our building this month. We're getting an 18,000 square foot wrestling facility.
Standalone,
4 mats, full weight room.
I'm gonna tell you right now, when you
lounge.
say things like this to me, you know who wants to make a trip to Little Rock, right? I get fired up, man. That's awesome. Beautiful place, by the way. Let's talk about that. There's a picture up on this bluff, and it's like a picture of...
We call it a mountain in Arkansas, but that counts.
That's a mountain, actually. It's literally a mountain. Like, you're gaining over 1,000 foot of elevation. That's a mountain.
Yeah.
Right? But you're on top of this mountain, and there's this just beautiful forest, and there's some urbanization in there as well. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's a natural state. So Little Rock is surrounded by, the Arkansas runs right through Little Rock. You got the downtown area, you got the metropolitan, you got, a couple 100,000 people. And then you go 5 miles and you can go up Pinnacle Mountain and you can look out and see the Arkansas and see several lakes and see the Washitas. And, you kind of got the best of both worlds. You can be in the city or you can be in the middle of nowhere in the country on top of a mountain. So
you said it's 5 square miles, 6 square miles?
Don't quote me on that, but it's pretty close.
It's not huge, is the whole point.
Not huge.
Wow. I'm excited. I'm going to come down and go to that Bill Clinton library. I don't know.
Yeah, you come get a hand fight in, read some books, and then
I don't want a heart attack. I will climb up the mountain, though. I will climb up the mountain. All right, Coach. Last thing, Fall Brawl. What are you looking for? Who are you recruiting? How are you going to get more rocked up? What are you looking for here in Kansas City?
Yeah, so Fall Brawl's it's a great place because it's ran by great people in a great location. You're in Kansas City. You get Iowa, you get Missouri, you get Nebraska, Kansas, Colorado, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas. You get all the great states that surround, and I'm looking for people that they don't just compete hard, but they wrestle hard and they win and they're tough and they got great character and they stand for something. And so, I'm here looking for rocked up believers that believe in being the first and different and the best. So that's what I'm doing here in Kansas City. Plus, Kansas City's home for me. So.
Okay, you're from here?
Yeah.
Oh, last thing. Oklahoma State, right?
Yep.
Okie State guy. Talked to Tyrone earlier.
T-Lou.
I mean, dude, 2017 for me was the summer of Okie State. I had Mark Munoz. I got technique with him. Coleman. I get Coleman usually about every summer.
Yeah.
At Ward. And then I had Jamil. I had John. Of course, that's where it all comes from, right, John?
Yeah.
But, I had all these Oklahoma State guys. Is every guy a phenomenal technician?
I think that every person that goes to Oklahoma State learns wrestling at such a high level. It doesn't matter what you do there. The way John breaks down technique, the way that he teaches it, it's phenomenal. But the things that people don't see is everybody else involved that comes through the program and makes it their own. And so, when I went into Oklahoma State, I was wrestling Zach Esposito every day, Johnny Hendricks, Tyrone Lewis, Chris Pendleton. I mean, these guys were, and that's just one of 15 that I saw on a daily basis. So you pick it up and you make it your own, and it's all about wrestling hard at a high pace and having a lot of skill. And so you learn a lot doing that way.
And you got no choice but to get tough, too.
You get tough or die, and that's just how it is.
You quit or seriously, you get pounded into fodder, hurt, quit, right? I mean, that's it. There's two choices there.
Yeah.
Seriously, get better or go away.
Yeah, sometimes being tough is just surviving when you get there. I mean, you might not get a takedown until Christmas, but you got to persevere, and that's really where it all comes into play.
All right. There's some guys to go get rocked up out here. You got anything else for me?
No, just we got to get you in a rocked up shirt and get you down to Little Rock and check it out.
All right, Coach. Good luck. See you guys in 2019, 2020.
All right.
Little Rock. Get rocked up, all right?